be able to deal with the not more than 2/3 gender rule. Of course, Honorable Speaker, it is a very captivating promise as it has been written, Honorable Speaker. But there is zero guarantee, Honorable Speaker, in this particular proposal. It is just a statement, I think, that is aimed at getting attention, Honorable Speaker. Again, Honorable Speaker, there is a proposal that the members of the National Assembly, the women reps as were known, Honorable Speaker, are moved to the Senate. Honorable Speaker, that is a downgrade and demotion to the women of this country, Honorable Speaker. We will not accept, Honorable Speaker, as women of this country. You cannot pull us from the decision-making table to the top of the table, Honorable Speaker, to be flower girls. Honorable Speaker, this one will refuse. We still want to have the NGAF money so that they can be able to sort a few problems in this county, Honorable Speaker, and in this country. Honorable Speaker, and then I'm wondering, Honorable Speaker, when it is only expressed that when the governor is a man, the man shall consider a woman for deputy governor. Honorable Speaker, I think it is decided for the deputy prime ministers that it is not a preserve for women, it is only for men. They have not said that they should also consider women in the deputy prime minister's position. Honorable Speaker, same to the deputy president. They have cut it out clear that this is not for women. And as women of this country, Honorable Speaker, we have refused this one, Honorable Speaker. You cannot give us some petty things and then deny us the great things, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to speak, I will not speak to the constituencies, Honorable Speaker. In fact, this particular commission that was, or whatever, committee that was tasked with this one, Honorable Speaker, it does not even know where its mandate reaches and where it does not. Honorable Speaker, they cannot just sit down one day and decide that they are going to use population to create constituencies. It is totally unfair, Honorable Speaker. And it is actually marginalizing the marginalized more, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, on the next issue, there is the executive. The powers that have been given to the presidency, Honorable Speaker, they are very dangerous. If they happen to fall on the wrong hands, Honorable Speaker, we will be back to dictatorship, Honorable Speaker. They are very dangerous, the powers that have been given to presidency, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the last thing that I want to speak to, and the very emotive issue that the people raised issues about, Honorable Speaker, is about the wage bill. Honorable Speaker, they have added supposedly, of course, after overstepping their mandate, the 70 constituencies. Those are 70 MPs, 47 senators, new ones, Honorable Speaker. That is a serious wage bill that they have added in this country, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, the source of income in this country, it is taxation and borrowing. And Honorable Speaker, for the record, we have reached our limit in terms of borrowing in this country. And Honorable Speaker, what that means is, it is me and that Wanjiku of mine in Kilibwani who will be taxed more. And Honorable Speaker, let me tell you, that Chebiji of mine, Honorable Speaker, in my ward, Honorable Speaker, that will be taxed. And let me tell you, Honorable Speaker, we are already feeling the pinch of taxation. I know most of the men, the ladies will agree with me. When they went for the shopping in December, they bought a 10-liter cooking fat at 1,300 shillings, Honorable Speaker. But I went to Jubilee the other week, Honorable Speaker. I was told it is 1,850, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that is insanity. And we cannot come here and put a signature on insanity. That is insanity we are inviting into this country, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the issue of 35%. 35%, Honorable Speaker, I must say that it is only someone who has not lived in this country long enough who does not understand what that means, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it is a different thing to wish for your kids and your family to be able to live in a mansion, and it is a different thing to implement and ensure that it happens, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this country cannot lie to us. The law said you can only give not less than 15% to the counties, Honorable Speaker. But I have never heard, unless anyone has heard, this government giving 15.1%, Honorable Speaker. It has never happened, Honorable Speaker. And it is because of lack of goodwill. The allocation to the counties, Honorable Speaker, can be able to get to 50%, Honorable Speaker, without mutilating the Constitution of Kenya, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the tax breaks to the youth and all that can happen without amendment to the Constitution, Honorable Speaker. The increment of the Constitution, Honorable Speaker, it just needs the IBC, Honorable Speaker, to be able to sit down and do that, which is a constitutional mandate, Honorable Speaker. It does not need the amendment of the Constitution, Honorable Speaker. The fighting of corruption, Honorable Speaker, is the lack of goodwill. Otherwise, we have all the institutions to be able to ensure that, Honorable Speaker. It does not need the amendment of the Constitution, Honorable Speaker. And lastly, Honorable Speaker, women getting a third of the positions, Honorable Speaker. It does not need the change of the Constitution, Honorable Speaker. It needs things to be implemented in this country. The Ward Development Fund, Honorable Speaker, we have bills and there are counties who are enjoying up to 50%, Honorable Speaker. It is absurd, Honorable Speaker, that some counties went ahead and passed this bill, Honorable Speaker, to bring the allocation to less than 10 million. Well, they have 40 million, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that is something like giving your brains a holiday so that you vote a yes for this particular thing, Honorable Speaker. That is a backward thing, Honorable Speaker. We cannot accept, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, just to sum it up, the only thing that needed constitutional amendment in this of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, Honorable Speaker, is the creation of the position of the Prime Minister and the 2 Deputy Prime Ministers, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we cannot allow this country to be taken into a long process, Honorable Speaker, just to create jobs for 3 people, Honorable Speaker, and some ministers, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, of course, being a legislator and being a member of the County Assembly, knowing my roles, Honorable Speaker, I would never accept a situation where I am a minister and a member of the County Assembly, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that will jeopardize the oversight role that I have, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, that is just taking us back to where we came from, Honorable Speaker, and we will not accept that, Honorable Speaker. Again, Honorable Speaker, conspicuously, I have noted that Article 177 of the Constitution has been amended. Of course, it used to say that MCA's term lapses in 5 years. Honorable Speaker, they were keen enough to be able to amend it to read that until the next general election, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, if you are someone who reads into things further, Honorable Speaker, that should be a red flag, Honorable Speaker. You see, Honorable Speaker, there has been a lot of issues of the election might be shifted to 2024, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that one confirmed my fears, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, the Constitution is very clear about boundaries review. Boundaries review can only be done 1 year before the general election, Honorable Speaker. So if they make good their threat to review the constituencies, Honorable Speaker, it means that they have to be done by March of this year, which is next month, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it will not happen. It will be 1 year less before the elections happen, Honorable Speaker. And that means automatically, Honorable Speaker, the election date is pushed forward, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, what surprises me more, I have written letters to IEBC, not once and not twice. And they have always said they do not have the funds to be able to do the boundary review for Kilibwani. But they now have money to be able to do the constituency review, while the people of Kilibwani do not get what they deserve rightfully, Honorable Speaker, because of the size of the ward. So, Honorable Speaker, I stand to totally support the report of the committee saying that we reject the BBI proposals. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Bwambok, followed by Honorable